guys, happy Tuesday. I hope you had a lovely long weekend and you have a lovely day today, okay? All right, we come in with the Two of Swords. We've got the Six of Coins, the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. So, I don't know if this is something that happened over the weekend or what, but you've tied yourself up but good here, okay? We've got the Two of Swords, which is telling me that you've got some kind of conflict going on the inside, right? It's something you're either beating yourself up over or feeling guilty about or disappointed about, but it's a story. It's a story that's in there. And we're missing cups in here, which means that you're not receptive to exploring this, hearing this, but you just will repeat this. It's kind of like a self-sabotage is what I'm feeling is going on, because we're missing the 3, the 4, and the 5, right? Those are crucial because those are how you'll get out of this. But you jump right to the 6, right? Which is, I'll start giving now, again, right? And we missed the 7, which is the spiritual lesson in this, the how do I stick up for something. It's crucial. So is the 5, because the 5 shows you where the issue is and how to fix it, right? But you jump to the 6, which ironically, that 6 is dis-ease. It's trying to find balance. You can either rework something or you can. It's a do or die number, right? We missed the 7, now we've got the 8, right? The 8 is usually the chaos. Now we're missing the 9, which is the stark realization of this chaos. That was the spiritual lesson that we had to figure out how to rework, but we're missing all of that, right? So we've got now the 10, where we don't even want to get out of bed in the morning, right? It's kind of what I'm not laughing, but I can see the progress here. And this is someone, you're missing cups. The elements that sit here, they weaken each other. It's not even like they neutralize each other, they weaken each other. So I'm going to guess that this is some kind of family dynamic that has gone on for a bit, right? And there's guilt involved here. Guilt, disappointment, there's no receptivity, someone doesn't want to hear it, and this is long family ingrained, right? They can push our buttons like nobody else, right? And it's a pattern that gets set up for us so that every time, we want to do something for ourselves, but someone wants us to do something for them, we feel guilty that we actually want to do something for ourselves. In this equation, someone's using and abusing you, right? And I normally don't read reversals, and I'll show you exactly why, right? I know there's no cups in here. There's no receptivity, but I need a visual to show you, right? So it hits home. We've got now, we'll scooch over our guilt, right? Because now we've got the Emperor, right? Where we exert no power whatsoever. We want to do something different, but we can't because we feel under the stronghold of someone else, right? This is an example of you're the doer for something, right? Or someone, there's something in here where there's no cups, so you're not receptive to this, right? So I'm going to take it at that. Spin this however, whatever side of the coin you're on, but there's no receptivity in here, which means you're not sticking up for yourself. You're not looking for ways to get yourself out of this. It's like, did you ever go to a parade and the fire truck comes by and they throw all the candy out into the crowd? There's no rhyme or reason. It's just sporadically you're throwing stuff out there, and it's not serving you. It's getting worse and worse and worse, to the point now where we've got the 10, and the 10 is usually the beginning of something. Like I've got the stark realization that this is just ridiculous, and it's the part I've played in it, but I'm done with it, right? Like we're receptive to different ways of exploring how to get ourselves out of this. And the 10 is normally like, you're gonna now go in a different direction. It usually isn't. If this is a relationship issue, the 10 of Wands can mean that you resolve the conflict and the relationship is stronger afterwards, but you're missing all of the resolve, right? And It can also be, though, that you've taken on responsibilities that aren't yours, which is absolutely what this is in here. I have no doubt in my mind. So what I'm going to suggest that you do is you take a step back and you really start to feel where these emotions are coming from, right? And why you feel that way. Because guilt is usually something that is ingrained in us from like the first breath, right? So you're going to need to go back and look at that and what you need to do about it, because emotional discipline, honestly, is the key that sets you free from anything. You can manifest anything at that time, because what you're really looking for is inner peace. This is not external peace, this is inner peace. But we're not open and receptive to agreeing to disagree. I know you want to borrow my car, but I need it today, right? I hope that you understand. I love you, you're my sister, but I need my car today, right? Done. It's you know what I mean? That's an example of that, right? No one needs to agree with you, but you're not going to feel guilty about not lending your car out because you need it to do your own errands. You see what I mean? But you're missing all of those self-worth numbers, and you're missing all of the conflict resolution, and you're missing all of, the lessons in here. So that's what I think is going on. So I would just suggest that you be receptive, not even to anyone else at the moment, just more receptive to yourself and why you're beating yourself up over something, right? So again, you can be in either end of this coin, but you really need to pull your power back here and start taking a more authoritative role in your life, right? Because only you can guide that, and that's what this is, right? And it's not going anywhere, and they're reversed, and that's why I'm showing you this, because this is where you're at. You're not going anywhere. You're spinning your wheels. You're throwing that candy out into the crowd, and it's going everywhere, but it's not going in any specific spot. It's not solving anything, right? So there you go. I would tread lightly today, right? Because we're in Pisces moon energy, which means that nothing is going to make sense. So, illusional, delusional, it's not really the time to go bringing the fire squad to anyone, right? So I would take that 10 of swords or 10 of wands and really just stop and think of how to get this boat going in the right direction here, okay? And that just comes from really backtracking that guilt, because until you figure out where that's coming from, this will continue to show itself just in many different areas. So these are strong cards. These are cards that are telling me you're going deeper, deeper, deeper down into a depression, really, where someday you just won't even get out of bed. These are heavy cards. These are heavy cards of someone tripping you up, most likely from patterns that are unhealthy, right? And you can't even look at those, because those are, if we were to do houses, you're missing all the critical houses, right? What is my self-value? My self-value is nothing, so I'll do for everyone else, right? Because when I do for someone else, I feel valued. That's crap. That's going to bite you in the ass here, right? It's now we go on to, where are my emotions? Let me think through this, right? But I'm not going to feel it. I'm going to think through my way, right? And then we know how to nurture everyone else, but we don't know how to nurture ourselves, right? Which is when we get to the 5th house, where we should be passionate about things. We should be excited about our day-to-day, but we have no passions. We have no desires. We don't want to do anything because we never learned what those things were, because we were too busy doing for everyone else, okay? I know this is a tough read, but I feel that I need to say it like that, or you're never going to get out of here. So there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. Have a lovely Tuesday. If you need a private reading, I'm here. I'd be more than happy to look at anything for you. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.